goodness, I can't even talk, folks. Oh yeah. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay, folks, listen, some of you guys have been around here for a minute. You know what? It has been a while since I went ahead and made another, a spud / baked potato. This time, you guys already read the title, so you know we're doing the Bayou baked shrimp spud, right? Listen, we're gonna make a cheese sauce. I already gave you a hint when I said the Bayous, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and turn this on. And don't forget, if you're new here, let me just bring you up to speed. Everything that you're seeing right here, the full ingredient list is on my website. That's smokinandgrillingwithab.com, and that's WITAB.com. All right, so look, this is the first thing we got to do, right? So you want to go ahead and wash your spud. I've already washed them and dried them, right? The thing is, you want to get something that at least sit down like this. You see how these are? These are like the best ones. If you ask me, this is like the best one, right? So check out what I'm gonna do. I take a fork and I'm gonna go ahead and just put some holes in here to allow some of the steam that's in the inside for it to, come out. Now, I know how I'm gonna be opening this. I don't do it on the back side and all of that. Just do it on the top. Now I want you guys to pay attention to this part right here. I draw an imaginary line with my brain, and then I just go ahead and I just trace that line and I just put it in like this. If you notice, look, I'm gonna go all the way to the end. All right, so now that we got all of these done, you can see the holes. I got some foil. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take my extra virgin olive oil. I still like to just put a little bit of this on here, like that. And then what I do is I just massage this all over, right? I'm trying to keep this one halfway clean, you know what I mean, to keep it oil free. All right, so once we have it done like this, let's give us a little bit of the crisp, right? Now, I got a little level up for you. This right here, if you guys know, I like to use the bacon sea salt. So I'm gonna put it on 350, then we're gonna go ahead and set our time. And we'll set our time to about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Now, you do have an option. We can go with 400 degrees and just set it for 1 hour. Either or, that works. So we hit start. Here we go. All three, they wrapped up. Now this is what we're gonna do. I got them on this right here. This is gonna be for when I take them out. You can just take these, folks, and take them and just put them in there on top of your, your grates. Now we only got a few more minutes before this is ready, right? I got my shrimp, took off the tails, right? So then I got my 4 seasonings right here. I got butter and I got black pepper. Now, what I want to tell you guys is, listen to this part right here. The way it is on my website for you guys to, go there and download it or take a screenshot. When it comes to, seasoning this, I take all of my seasonings that I'm getting ready to use and I group them all together. So now this all goes together when I cook it. The butter is gonna be what I help melt, and that's what we're gonna saute in there, right? But meanwhile, when we wanna do a dry marinade, right, we wanna go ahead and add these and this inside of here. So now I'm gonna add some of my Creole kick. You guys, if you don't have it, you can use your favorite seasoning, Creole seasoning. We got garlic, onion, and a little bit of this. I like smoked paprika. Now, you wanna get in there and just work it. And then you guys can see, look, you see that right there? Now the longer I let this sit on there, the deeper it penetrates this shrimp and get, that way when you bite it, you wanna just not taste it on the outside, you wanna taste it throughout. All right, look, I took off my glove because that was, had the oil on it and the seasoning. You don't wanna contaminate everything, right? So now you just hit it with this fresh cracked black pepper. Here we go. I got a little fire under here. Look, I got a medium, it's like almost a medium low flame. You know why? Because I want to go ahead and protect my butter, right? Now, if you guys look at this and look at the color of my butter, this is Kerrygold, folks. See how yellow that is? That's that gold fleck, gold color. I do use that. Now, if you guys want to put some protection on that, you can always add yourself a little bit of cooking olive oil on there. I just add myself, just about a tablespoon, right? And we go ahead and let this melt, nice and slow and organically. Let's just go ahead and get this in here. What we're looking for is for it to start to curl up, change color. It's smile time, folks. Let me just go ahead and put this on here like this. I can get these 3 small ones in here, right? So we have them. Now, I have them all bunched up like that. I'm gonna go ahead and, mince them. And then once we do that, I just drop these on the top. I don't have to worry about those hitting the hot butter. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to just go ahead and grade, right? I like this, shredder setup right here, because you notice how I got this little box on the bottom. This right here will hold 1 cup of cheese, right? Now, look right here. I done put my fire back on. I don't know if you guys have been able to see that underneath the bottom, but we like to always start with like a medium flame, right? Now I'm gonna add, you know, some more Kerrygold to it. That's just a couple of tablespoons, right? Now I'm just gonna go ahead and let this pick up everything that was in the pan already. Again, remember I told you guys, this was gonna be the base. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you, I ate some of the shrimp. This is off camera. I'm getting ready to drop another steak video. Boy, that shrimp right there that I made, I gotta pat myself on the back. But listen, once you get your shrimp done right and it's not overcooked, folks, some of y'all probably never even had shrimp the right way. So when you do get it the right way, you might say, hey, this is undercooked. You know what I mean? You don't want no rubbery texture to it at all. All right, so we got that there. Now look, I'm gonna put my spatula back up and I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my whisk. But this is what we're gonna do. I got everything lined out. Butter went in, we got flour, heavy whipping cream, right? So now I'm gonna take some of this. I'm gonna add a little bit to it like that. Now we get the whisk and we start picking it up, right? What we're doing is cooking the flour taste out, right? We add a little bit at a time, but we only had a little bit of flour to add anyway, so twice would get it, right? I got it all in there. We're cooking out that flour taste, and we infusing it with the butter and all of the fine that was in here, right? Now, make sure I get it all, right? So we do this and we whisk this for about 1 minute on this medium flame. And then when I stop, this is what you should see. It should be like foaming up like that. That's when it's done properly. Now, after about a minute, you know, everything settles down. Now listen, we're not building a roux for a gumbo, right? So we don't need to go so dark. Now we start introducing, you know, our heavy cream. You can see it kind of like thickens up on its own right there. Right, so now would be a good time for us to add the remainder of our seasonings. Now I done reduced my heat down to a super low. Now if it thickens up on you, like this one right here, we just add a little bit more heavy whipping cream to it. You just don't want it to be so hot like mine was, right? But like I said, we can thin this out and get this more, you know, more liquefied. All right, and now look at this. Just a little bit more cream in there, heavy cream, you know, reducing that fire. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my fire off because now we got a little heat back in here, right? So then we just start adding a little cheese to it and we let the residual heat that's in here go ahead and melt it. Now I tell you guys 1 cup, it's up to you. You know what I mean? It depends on how thick you want it to be. No, look, too much heat and they get to chasing each other around. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know if you guys have ever had made a cheese sauce and then it clumps up on here. So what we're doing now is just letting it work in gradually, just like that. I know it's gonna take that. We're not gonna do nothing else but taste this in just 1 second once everything, all of the shred, you know, melts. All right, so now we got these out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this is still a little bit on the warm side, right? So I'm gonna have to grab it like this. Now I can see right here over the top, we got that little perforated line that I put on here. Now, if you guys get something, just so that it doesn't burn you, you know what I mean? If you take it and use your fingers across here like this, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this, and you notice, look, come on in here. You see this right here? I'm gonna be quiet and let you guys watch. All right, so what I do is, there's 2 ways you can dress this up. You guys can do this on your own. I can actually take all of this out, put it in a bowl, fix everything, get it nice and buttery. I kind of like mine done the way, just like this. Either way, it doesn't really bother me, right? So once I kind of like fluff it that way, I'm gonna go ahead and add a tablespoon of this Kerrygold right here, and we're gonna let that go ahead and melt, right? You wanna bring these into play. And that'll be our shrimp, right? There we got bacon bits. We already got the butter. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off now. You know, this is where I wanna be, right? You can see it. I can see my lines as I whisk, remember? Put a little cheese over here. And before I even finish that up, I gotta bring what I tell you guys is the level up. If you guys haven't got none of this already, you better run out and get you some. This is that bacon sea salt, which happens to be a vegan product, right? But this right here, you wanna put that in there, right? Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna get in here and mix it all up anyway. It's a potato, folks. It's a spud. It takes the salt. Now, let's go ahead and start adding. Don't let this look fool you, folks. These are probably some of the best shrimps that I done made. I know when I was putting the seasoning and everything on there, some of y'all was like, ooh, that look like a lot. Trust me when I tell you, folks, don't skimp. do it exactly the way I showed you guys. We just go ahead and add this on here just like this. And then to top it off, we're gonna put a little sour cream. But wait, I ain't done, right? So we get this here, let's put this on here like that. Oh man. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk, folks. I'm gonna go in here and get some of that. Whew. That right there is nice. And bring it around so you can see that shrimp. We got some potato on there too. A little bit of chive. Oh yeah. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, this is it right here. I'm gonna be dropping the steak video. That'll be coming up next. Just imagine that steak with this spud right here with this shrimp on it and this cheese sauce. Man, you could taste that bacon cheese sauce in here. Then we get a lot of butter with it too. Still hot, folks. Now this right here is right. Hold on. Now, I don't even really want to, wipe my mouth like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm finna devour this. I want you guys to let me know what else could I had added to this to make this a little bit even more over the top. But I do want to tell you guys this. Listen, sometimes doing it just like the simple way, not overdoing it. I see a lot of videos out here, people doing this, it's so cheesy, and I'm really in the fact of trying to get the flavors together that they marry together. You know what I mean? It's just like having everything working together. That's nice, right? This right here is fire. Talk to me down in the comment section below. What would you do? And wait till you see this steak. I just learned something I'm finna share with y'all. Hey, with that being said, listen, if you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And you know what? There's a lot of people around here in the background, they shuffling and doing all of that because they think they're finna get these other two, but I'm taking one home to my folks. I'm out, y'all. Peace.